Hey everyone, welcome back to Streetlight Angels podcast. I'm your host, Josh, with my other host, Casey. We are happy to be here to start off our, which episode, Case?
Episode number 6.
Episode number 6, that's right. What are we talking about this episode?
Happy New Year's.
That's right, New Year's. New Year's is what's up right now, and it's right around the corner, we've got a lot that we'd like to talk about when it comes to, the New Year's. What are we gonna talk about New Year's? What are usually people doing about New Year's time?
Oh, resolutions, goals,
That's right.
what I'm going to do better, what I hated about 2024.
That's right. Yeah, hating on 2024 if you are, and focusing in on your sights on 2025, and it's a calendar restart. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Right?
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's literally just,
It's
a
just a
day, a
day.
time, a calendar, but
Yeah.
it gives you that feeling of being able to either continue on with the adventure you're in right now, or to maybe restart. A lot of people like to restart or like to fix certain things that they did in 2024, but
Yes.
and we're talking about those resolutions, and obviously didn't really think about too much of my next year resolution because most of my stuff has been thought about already throughout the entire time. So my goals and resolutions are already implemented, or I'm in the process of implementing them now before I decided to wait till 2024 or 2025. But I think I will make some, right? Do you have any off the top of your head that you've already established? Any resolutions?
Yes. I
Really?
do.
What are they? What are they?
Mine are nerd resolutions, though.
Nerd?
Yes, they're absolutely nerd.
Don't take offense to the word nerd, people. All right? It's
I'm absolutely.
I'm saying there's people out there who would be like, nerd, what is that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? Nerds are
Name
cool.
would be right by that definition.
Yes, yeah. So what kind of nerd resolutions do you have?
So my nerd resolutions are, I am goal-wise. Each month I want to read a new book.
Nerd.
Yeah, I know. I told you before we started this.
No, that's cool.
Each month I want to read a new book, something that will help me propel my life, something that will help me do better.
That's awesome.
I am setting a limit on social media to stop mindlessly scrolling and dive deep into reading. And with that, I want to implement things that I'm reading about. I want to stop not thinking about things so much or studying them so much as to putting them into action now. 2025 is going to be my action year.
Action, heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good slogan for 2025.
That's my
Action,
word.
right?
Action.
Is it? I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
What about you? What goals? What?
Well, I mean, the reading, I'll piggyback off of yours. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Let me read more, because honestly, a good friend of mine, actually a financial advisor turned friend, just based off of, us clicking quite well. He, gave me a book, and he's like, here, it was an older book.
Do share.
He grabbed it from his little library that he had in his office, and he handed it to me. And he said, Josh, I need you to read this. He says, it's really helped me significantly in my endeavors as as an entrepreneur, as just a human being that needs to do better. And it's called Good to Great by Jim Collins.
Oh, wow.
He said, you need to check out this book. And by you saying you want to start reading more, I don't know if I could read a book a month.
I'm too, and we've even talked about this on the podcast, I'm too fidgety.
Yeah.
I
know
very
you
ADHD.
touching the mic and stuff and making bumps.
I'm too ADHD to sit,
Right.
but I can plug my earbuds in and have a book done in a day and a half if
That's
I'm
true.
like going for a walk or I'm
So
vacuuming.
you're talking about not really reading a book, but like listening
I'm
to a
going
book
to
or being
listen.
okay. You're going to be on the listening side. I could do
Yes.
that too if I'm not on the phone. Usually, like my days are so consumed.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like my very quiet time is usually driving from one place to another, and that is actually filled with talking on the phone, because I'm
Yes.
talking to my mom, I want to talk to my dad, I want to talk to my family, or you know what I mean? I'm usually calling somebody at that time, or another business meeting, but it's exclusive on the. But yeah, I think allowing yourself to get away and actually listen to the book,
Or sit and read.
yeah, or sit and read is
Yeah.
it's a good thing. And education is unbelievably necessary, and I think action with education on 2025 would be super sick.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Action
think
with
that we could
education.
piggyback off of each other with those books.
Yeah, I'm going to quote a very knowledgeable individual. He is just one of these persons that, you don't want to miss a beat of word that they have.
Yes.
And the quote is, do or do not, there is no try.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's by a Jedi Knight in Star Wars. And his name is Yoda, and good friend of mine, awesome dude.
Still got to see that.
He is, I cannot stand that you just said you have not seen Star Wars. It's a horror.
Don't judge me for that.
I have done judged. I have judged. I have done judged. And so that means we're going to have to watch all of that together collectively as a family.
Okay.
Your little Rugrats.
Those Jedis.
Yeah. Future Padawans over to the house and we'll get all nerd out on Star Wars. But
you got to do.
I'm going to tell you, like, you learn a lot on Star Wars. Like, you really do. It's because it's very political. Like, it teaches you a lot about democracy. And, like, it's not just like, pew, pew, and like all these, like laser,
Visioned it as.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. Like, there's really a lot of messages. And there's a religion based off that. Did you know that? Actual religion based.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up
There
now.
really is. Like,
A nerd in me needs to know.
Oh, it's good. But yeah, so anyways, my boy Yoda, he says that, resolutions, action, do or do not, there is no try. And I say that all the time. And, I want to give due credit to where it's, where it should be. And that's to our Master Jedi Yoda. Just awesome guy. If you guys get a chance to find him on social media, go find him. But, what do you envision in 2025? Like, do you see something specific in 2025 that you have to have done and completed?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Definitive.
I do.
Let's hear it.
I'm so scared to say it out loud.
Why?
Because it's terrifying. It's a goal that I set for myself. And if you know me or you've crept my social media lately, I've posted pictures of houses like relentlessly, just post after post after post.
I've seen that. It's quite annoying.
I know.
because they're all beautiful houses.
It's gonna be mine.
Yeah.
Like, that is my house for 2025. I am.
So, like, imprinting that into
am.
2025?
Yes.
Really?
I want.
It's cool.
It is so important for me because, and I don't even know how this is going to come off right now, but being married and back and forth in the marriage and divorce and all the things for so long, you kind of get stuck in a funnel. And my life was based off of being a wife, being a mom, not really ever being able to have my own career fully because I couldn't figure out how to balance all of that with my kids. And so now it's my turn and I will balance. But at the same token, I'm not going to have any guilt over going full throttle into a career, being an entrepreneur, doing our podcast. I'll have zero guilt going into 2025 now. It's important for me to do that, to have my home, but to do it myself.
That's super
for
cool.
myself and my kids.
Yeah. And I would not be displeased with any of the houses that you've overloaded onto my Facebook feed. Every one of those houses, they're really nice houses. I'll get there one day too. That's cool though. That is action. You know what I mean? That's not even a resolution. That's almost manifesting that house to be completed and received in 2025, which is just a few days away.
Well, and I've been doing it for months.
Yeah.
Months.
When it comes to resolutions, call it what you will. A lot of people, believe in the manifestation thing. A lot of people believe in the secret. A lot of people focus their point on religion or something,
Right.
to get them to think or want to be a part of those items that they want in their life for that
Yes.
next year. So they're always utilizing some kind of outside resource to get to that. And, one of my things is we have a marker board on the fridge, on the refrigerator, and it's got a list of things that I want. I don't know if you've ever noticed that coming
No.
to the house, but if you look, it's not even really prioritized either. It just has a random list of things that I want.
Right.
You know what I mean? That I want to have into my life.
Right.
Like a boat. It actually says boat on there, Do I need a boat? Am I going to get one soon? No, but I'm going to have a boat.
You could though.
Yeah, I could.
You never know.
You're right.
You never know what things could change for you to get there.
Yeah, you're right. And
Something I was told though, I didn't mean to cut you off,
No.
is prioritize that. Give yourself priority so that you have that clear path of, this is the direction I'm headed, this is where I'm going, and these are the things I'm doing in this order.
Now, my thing is if you look at my board, I want to say it says establish nonprofit. You know what I mean?
And you did that.
I am, did it, and I'm currently doing it, establishing it in a good way. But those are my top two. They have been, and they still are, because I feel like I still need to establish them better. So I want to keep them on the priority, on the tippy top of the priority. But everything else below is more or less like my personal feelings on things. So I don't really prioritize. I'd take a boat or a motorcycle, one of the two. I'm not going to prioritize that. I would take either one or, you know what I mean, at the same time.
Yeah.
But totally agree with that. Prioritize the crap out of it on that list of wants in your life. And you write that down and you think about that every day. And I'm a firm believer that it's going to happen.
Yep.
Now, it's not going to drop in your lap, but it's going to be one of those things that, you know, you just think about all day, and you're manifesting it. You're sending out those vibes. That's
positive energy.
It is. And, you know, and then you've got, you know, a lot of the listeners may be like, oh, yeah, that's God. You know what I mean? That's God doing that. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
It absolutely could be God, and to you or to them or to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't matter what you call it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're praying for it that night. You're still thinking about it. It doesn't matter if you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth with a smile on your face, say, this is going to be an awesome day. You walk over to your fridge. I look at my list and say, that's going to happen today. That's going to happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And even if it doesn't, well, it didn't happen yesterday, but it's going to happen today. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't give up. It's action with the resolution, right? So common resolutions we all talk about, like, let's lose weight. Let's make more money. You know what I mean? There are.
The health industry is going to go nuts.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Goals need to be strategized and specific.
Yes.
And the goals also need to have a timeline on them. Like you said, 2025, we're going to own a really nice house.
Yeah.
Right. And be living in one of these wonderful places. If your goal is to lose weight, don't say I'm going to lose weight and then not put a timeline on and write out how you're going to get to that. You need to write out a little bit of a step procedure on how you're going to get to that. It doesn't got to be crazy. Right. You know what I mean? But if you say I'm going to lose weight, you go 3 months and you haven't lost anything because life got in the way like it always does.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to discourage you. And then next thing you know, you're going to be wanting to lose weight the next year.
Well, and I think that it is important to have those SMART goals. That's what we used to call them when I would do boot camps for the different women in the community. But it's taken those baby steps too. I feel that a lot of times we're very instant gratitude people.
Yeah.
Instant gratification.
Oh, that's huge now.
Instant gratification. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to start eating better and it's all or nothing. And I'm going to do this for a day. And oh my gosh, I've only lost half a pound or I gained half a pound. Oh, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Because you didn't
see
see
have to
yet.
stick with it.
That's
You
right.
have to have that discipline.
Right. You do. You absolutely do. So therefore, you need to use some logic. You know, be honest with yourself.
Realistic too.
Yeah. Absolutely be realistic, and then set those goals. Set a time, and then follow them. Do not get discouraged if you get to that point where you didn't meet that goal at that specific time, but
Right.
don't allow it to consume the goal completely. Just pivot and shift it.
Even a setback or a step back is a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
What sets you back? What can you do better? How can you do differently to better support
It's
yourself
true.
and keep going?
Very true. Absolutely. Use it as an educational piece.
Right.
We're on weight a lot because, you know what I mean? Like in the United States, we're just a bunch of fatties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Look, I'm right there with everybody right now.
yeah, like I get it. You know, a lot of people don't like the word fat. You know what I mean? But we're a bunch of fat turds compared to other parts of the world.
Yeah.
We are an obese nation of the United States of America.
We are. Partly our fault, partly
Yeah,
our system's fault for
sure.
making crap food and selling it. But
Yeah. No,
topic for another day.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, we will ping on that.
Yeah.
But don't be discouraged by the word fat. I'm fat. You know what I mean? I have tiger stripes on my love handles. I call them tiger stripes.
They are tiger stripes.
Yeah, I call them tiger stripes. They're
I have tiger stripes, and I'm definitely overweight right now, but I am currently working on that.
Yeah. And it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. As
No.
long as you know of the repercussions of it, you know that if you are fat and overweight, you are going to have physical issues if you keep maintaining it. Your life is going to it's statistically proven, okay?
Absolutely.
So,
Diabetes, cancer,
Yes.
high blood pressure, high
oh
cholesterol.
gosh, I have
all the
stage 2
things.
hypertension. I take medication for that. You know what I mean? Like I have the repercussions
Yeah.
of being a fat boy. You know what I mean? And so,
I hate that.
and yeah, I know. And this is,
Same
remember, we
story.
talked about this at the beginning. This is a
I
no
hate
hold
that
barred,
word. I
no
know.
pulled punches. And I'm saying it clear as day, fat, because it's really ruining ourselves, and it's also allowing us to it's ruining ourselves physically, which is
Mhm.
ruining ourselves mentally, you know what I mean, which is, or it's not helping, I should say that. But then if you have children, it is allowing you to push that, or if you have children, it's affecting them as well. It's affecting them, you know, and they can see that and they think, oh, okay, it's okay, mom and dad, you know, might be a little on the plus size, a little fluffy, so who cares if I do? But
True.
you got to understand that it's going to affect their life too.
It does, but there are so many different avenues with that too. And that's where it is very important for you to know your body, listen to your body, take care of your body, not to diet, but to eat a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
I
Give that opportunity to your children too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know that I've ever really shared this, but I grew up with an eating disorder. And so when I chose to stop, because you can be unhealthy and be skinny. So when I chose to stop doing that, I had to learn different things like
Sure.
eat healthy, portion control,
Yes.
exercise. And then the lovely part about getting older is after the age of about 37, hormonal imbalances occur. And my God, I couldn't lose weight if I ate lettuce all day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really about getting with a provider. If you're having issues, don't give up.
Knowledge.
Yeah,
Educate
knowledge. Knowledge
yourself
is
on-
power.
That's right.
Educate yourself and listen to your body. If there are things that you're doing and you know that you're doing them and they're not working, seek some kind of professional, medical professional, whatever that looks like to help yourself.
That's right.
That's currently what I'm having to do.
I went
Yeah.
to a hockey game with my brother up in Tennessee back in, say, January or February. I don't know, actually. Maybe it was March. I can't remember. Either way, it was a long time ago. And the seats in the stadium got me messed up because, you know, when you do your chants at the rink and for the team, you stand up and you do the chants and then you sit back down. So it's a lot of standing up, sitting down. Well, the chairs were small, you know what I mean? And they were tight, and they weren't really tight. So the chairs, they were mean to me. And
Oh, no.
and it's not really their fault. I would get up and I would chant, and then I'd sit back down and I'd get up and I'd chant. But each time I got up and got back down, I had to wiggle my way up and wiggle my way
No
up.
way.
Yeah, because my hips were actually bigger than what the chairs were. Now, the stadium is probably trying to fit more, you know, the biggest bang for the buck, trying to, you know, squeeze
Yeah.
10 pounds of poop in a 5-pound bag. Like
Oh my gosh.
that's kind of how I felt with the chairs. And it really got me thinking, like, golly, man, I can't even stand up, stand down. And then roller coaster rides and all this good stuff that
Yeah.
I always enjoyed when I was thinner and younger, and then gained some LBSs and became a fat boy. And I couldn't enjoy those the way that I wanted to, because I just self-consciously, it would eat me up mentally.
Yeah.
And so,
Understand.
you know what I mean? And, made it a goal to start losing a bunch of weight. And I still got, a bunch of weight to lose. Going into 2025 as a resolution is one of those resolutions that I'm actually going to have. And it's going to be continue my weight loss program.
Same.
And keep pushing forward with that. So
Yeah.
don't be discouraged. I'm 40 years old. I'll be 40 years old in January. And there's a lot of people out there that are like, I'm too old to lose weight, or I'm too old to do that.
We're never too
Hell no.
No.
Do never say that. Never
Never too old to choose our health.
Never too old to choose your health. It's never too old to do anything.
Correct.
I've realized.
Yeah, no.
And somebody, it was a friend of mine, we were talking about the other day. I was telling them that, my sons have, their piano recitals coming up soon for the holidays, and their annual one, the recitals. And somebody was telling me, like, oh man, I wish I could learn to do the piano, or learn.
You can.
Piano. And I was like, I really wish I could get back, because I kind of learned a little bit by ear and played with it.
Yeah.
But I wish I could learn how to read music and learn that. And I said, let's do this, dude. He's like, what? I was like, let's learn piano. I'll do it with you. We'll go somewhere. And
That's so cool.
you know what I mean? And honestly, I don't even remember who I was talking to.
I'm so jealous about that. I
But
want to play the guitar.
yeah, or play the guitar. Like,
I do.
you know, set it as a resolution. Just say, I want to learn one song between now and the end of 2025. You know what I mean? Just one song. I don't care if it's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I don't care.
Right.
Just something to say, yes, okay, I've put my fingers on the keys and I know how to play a song, or
Right.
I know how to strum that strum on a guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So
think that would be so cool.
a lot of people are like, can't teach an old dog new tricks, and that's
Yep.
bull shenanigans. You know what I mean? I have a 2-year-old dog, which is still young, and he's still learning. But a lot of people are like, you already hit the threshold where it doesn't learn. I said, man,
We're
that little dog
constantly
is
learning.
Yeah, and I'm not. We're definitely not relaying ourselves as a human species to the dog nature. However, we can. You know, my dad is old, and he learns stuff every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's an old dog learning new tricks all the time. And so
Absolutely.
don't let that bull crap bother you. You know what that is? That is something, and I believe that is something that restricts the human nature to succeed.
Yes.
And I think that is driven into us purposely to hold us back. You know what I mean? And it may be a governmental thing. It may be,
That was
my
me.
fault. All right, I'll take the heat on that one. But it may be a governmental thing. It may be something that has been embedded us on purpose by, you know, who knows who, you know what I mean? The powers to be of the world, you know. But let's be smart now. You know what I mean? We are a different world now. So go ahead and say, screw that. I can learn. I don't care how old I am. Did you see a story recently? I saw a story recently about a lady. She was 102 and she just got her degree.
I think I did see that.
Yeah.
I was baffled.
It's cool. Like,
Cool,
it's
though.
cool that she did that, but like me personally, I have my own opinions on college and degrees and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about that in a different episode. But the point is 102, she set her mind to something and
Well, it's something she felt she needed before.
to get a degree. And
Yeah.
that is the epitome of the opposite of teaching an old dog new tricks.
Yes, absolutely.
Not calling her a dog, but an old lady a new education, you know, getting her education. Like, good for her. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Kudos. That's amazing.
yeah, that I want her to be my spirit animal for this year. You know what I mean? Like that would be awesome, you know? So 2025 is a time to get yourself right. Don't waste it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a lot
Embrace
of people do. Yeah, don't waste that opportunity. You know, start now to
Right.
get you to the 2025. We only got a few more days before we hit 2025.
Absolutely.
So start now. So you're already started. There is no reason to say I'm going to wait until January 1st.
Yeah, no.
Because you're going to be hungover, most likely, or I know I'll be hungover. I'm not going to want to do crap until like
I'll call you and
the
check on you
7th.
that day.
Yeah, well, my birthday's on the
That will
3rd
be.
of January. Yeah, exactly.
I'm too old.
Yeah, not me. Not me. I'm going to definitely get my sippy sauce on. And then my birthday, my 40th birthday, is literally 2 days after the New Year, January 3rd.
Okay.
And so then that continues. So by the time January 10th hits, would I want to start my resolutions? Back in the day, I'd be like already done. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, I'm just exhausted. I don't even want to do this anymore.
No, and then we have another huge event. So we've got New Year's coming up January 1st, and then we have your birthday, January 3rd.
Yeah.
And then we have our Angel Force Foundation Winter Ball
That's
on
right.
January the 24th.
January
So
24th.
January's full of
January's
fun
hot.
things.
That's right.
You should tell everybody about the ball.
Okay.
Especially
so-
locally, they could come.
So if your New Year's resolution is to go have more good times, you should come out to the Winter Ball January 24th. It's going to be in Crestview at the Loft on Main.
Josh and I will both be there.
That's right. It is going to be so fun. Tickets are limited, and they're going actually pretty quick.
Yes, they are.
But it's for the Angel Force Foundation. If you don't know what that is by now, it is the nonprofit organization. The main root of it is to protect kids in schools.
Yeah.
It's the funding aspect, it's the educational piece. But what we're doing is we're bringing the community, the nation together to make that happen. That's Angel Force Foundation. And you can see it at angelforcefoundation.com and check out what we do. Email us there. But we're hosting that wintry ball.
Yeah.
We changed the name to Winter Ball. It's the Heroes on the Home Front is what it's called. It's a military style ball that I did when I was in the military, or even though I still am. But yeah, since I've
Never been to one.
well, this is your opportunity. And it's
I'm gonna go get a fancy dress.
That's right. It is a military style ball, super fancy, super awesome. But all those military veterans, all those hometown heroes. So,
Yeah.
for example, if you're, EMS, if you're a first responder,
Firefighter.
that's right, firefighter, police officer, sheriff, correctional officer. It doesn't matter what you are. If you're a first responder, dust off that old dress uniform. If you were one in the past, if you are one currently, same in military, if you're a veteran back in World War II,
Yeah.
and you want to cut a rug with your significant other, dust off that old uniform from the closet, come out there and just have a hoot and holler with us. We are going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun.
It's gonna be a great time.
We're building sponsorships right now for it. If you're a listener and you're an entrepreneur, or you own a business or know somebody who owns a business, they want to sponsor this event, just find us at angelforcefoundation.com,
Yeah.
and which soon should be changing to angelforcefoundation.org, because I just got that message a little bit ago saying we have the ability to change it to a .org.
That's been
So we're going to be doing that. But check us out. You can find us on Facebook, and make sure you come, and just Case and I will be there dancing, singing, having a good time. So
absolutely.
if we can do it, you can do it. It'll kick off the new year of 2025 in such a good way. To end and close our New Year's resolution, New Year's episode, Case and I, we want to get you back into that focus of what we're really here for at Streetlight Angels podcast. And that's, we're getting us to where the children can go outside and play until the streetlights come on, right?
Yeah.
And so with the New Year's resolutions, we talked a lot about ourselves and, money and then, being fat and trying not to be fat anymore,
Right.
and being healthy and all that good stuff. But what about our children?
Right. Talk to them about their goals. Ask your kids, like, what would you like to see for 2025? What would you like to see for yourself? How can we accomplish this? What goals can we set? Show your children how to set these goals and how to prioritize their goals, how to move forward with those things. Because when we better ourselves, we're happier people in general. So when we can build that focus and show our children and teach them what we're trying to do, we're still creating that family capacity to grow together.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what I'm going to do? I have my own marker board. I'm going to give both of my boys, each their own marker board this year.
I love that.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it on the fridge right next to ours. I'm going to say, boys, put up 5 goals you want to happen in 2025.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure it's going to be something like, get this new video game. I really don't care if they have a goal. I
Yeah.
want them to put it on there, and I want them to accomplish that goal within 2025, realistically. And I think everyone should afford that opportunity for their children.
Yeah.
Let them establish a goal. And let them, that's huge. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. And
Teach them young.
that's right. Get them there. And so maybe their goal, for 2025 is to go outside and play until the streetlights come on without mommy and daddy holding their hand the entire time. You never know. You know what I mean?
No.
So just give them that opportunity to work with them on those goals and, help them accomplish it if they need it. And, ultimately that is, you're talking about one of the best and most beautiful things we can do.
Absolutely.
So, hey, y'all, thanks for coming and listening to Streetlight Angels podcast. We will be here and we're not going anywhere, and we got more episodes to come. Don't forget, leave your comments. Give us some ideas of what you all want to talk about. If you're afraid to talk about something, about your boss or about your life, and you just don't want to utilize a platform like this for that, give us the opportunity. We can talk about it for you. If you want to make some comments, where can they make comments at?
Find us on Facebook. Hit us up on Facebook. You can comment. You can private message us. You can email us at streetlightangelspodcast@gmail.com. We would love to interact with you.
Awesome. And you guys have a wonderful new year. Be safe. Get those resolutions started. And this is Josh and Case.
We'll see you next time.